Hey, what's up, guys? Today I just wanted to give you some recent news for Datamine. The project is, as usual, doing very well, and there are continual improvements. So, first and foremost, Datamine has formed its first partnership, and this is with the project Farmland. So Farmland is a fork actually of Datamine, so it has the same contracts on ETH, and so the cool thing here is that so Farmland is basically a farming game where you can buy land and then you can grow corn and then you can I think there are many mechanics. I don't really know all the details, but I think you can boost your farm to grow more corn in a kind of a similar way to how Datamine uses FLUX and burns FLUX to mint more FLUX. So there are some similar mechanics, and but this is actually very cool because it means both that Datamine is being used as a template for other projects in terms of the contracts. Of course, you know that it has been audited twice, so it's a pretty solid it's a solid contract. And the cool thing here, or the coolest thing, is that Farmland will now use the Datamine analytics tools, and they will have to pay for use. So, and the way they will do that is that they are required to burn a certain amount of flux for using the analytics tools. And just consider this. I mean, usually in where you have projects that develop good products, you pay for use, but you usually pay in a way that I mean you might give zero point 0.5 BTC for use of some cool tools to the team. In that would be the usual way to do it, but in this case, it's actually much better for the community because when you burn flux, it means that in an indirect way that you actually increase the value of flux for all holders because you make it more scarce. So this actually rewards the community rather than the team. So it's very good, and of course, Farmland is the first one to make use of these analytic tools. But in the future, I hope we'll see many more, and that is of course the plan as well. So I think the dev is going to be developing and adapting the analytics for Farmland in the coming weeks. Now the next item is the community calculator. That is a really good. It's a really good tool, and it has been for a while. But um, they have a new mechanic here, which is my favorite actually, and that is you can now estimate ROI. So say you want to buy 10,000 Datamine, you can now over here you can press calculate, and you can see how much you will earn in terms of dollars. So that's very good. And now we see here the 1x is actually it does include the lock-in bonus that you can see here. So that's a 3x. Once you had your Datamine in storage for 1 month, you get the time bonus of 3x. And then of course, as you've seen from previous videos, you can burn flux to increase your time bonus, and down here you can see the different levels. But so like if you are like me and you just basically have the time bonus and then you burn and sell, or you burn and buy more Datamine, then you can see the APY is 25.3%. So that is pretty cool, and that equals $263 per year. So you can now easily see what the ROI of buying Datamine is. So that's great. Now, on to the next thing. I just wanted to make you aware that the analytics tools for Datamine is being it's being upgraded almost every week. So you get some new metrics and different stuff. So check out this. And of course, here we see the real-time data on how much flux is in circulation, how much is burned. It's currently 562,000 flux burned and 809,000 has been minted, meaning that we are at about 250,000 flux in circulation currently. Of course, you see also the lock-in amount for Datamine, and it is at about 77%. So this is fun to watch, and I basically check this every day. So, and the next one, I thought I would actually read a bit because um, the dev of Datamine just today actually released a very nice article on some important milestones. And the title is Flux Solving Monetary Inflation with Ethereum Smart Contracts, How We Beat Inflation of a G20 Country in Just 226 Days. It's been that long already. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and so Flux audited token reaches an all-time low inflation of 32.83% just 7 months after release. Our unique on-chain supply-demand balance has been achieved with 50% of all Flux tokens currently available on Uniswap. Argentina, a G20 country, had 36.1 inflation rate in December 2020. Due to 69.46 of all Flux tokens being destroyed from circulation, our inflation rate continues to drop every month as we head towards zero inflation. Currently, every one Flux in the Flux ETH Uniswap pool is backed by 4.6 destroyed Flux. That means that we've destroyed over 200,000 worth of Flux with a market cap of only $89,000. That is pretty amazing, guys. That is pretty amazing. Now, how is this possible? With recent Ethereum developments and growth of liquidity pools like Uniswap and Balancer, it is now possible to create completely new DeFi use cases. At Datamine, we've tried to tackle the most difficult problem of money, inflation. Normally, central banks control inflation and deflation by controlling the money supply. In Datamine ecosystem, the central bank is replaced by a decentralized group of individuals. Datamine tokens can be locked in into an audited Ethereum smart contract that is both immutable and ownerless. Now, by locking in Datamine token through our decentralized portal, you are rewarded with Flux every 15 seconds. Flux tokens can be minted at any time and are designed to be sold or added to liquidity in Uniswap. The linear minting process guarantees linear growth of our Uniswap pool and rewards Datamine lock-in users for keeping their Datamine locked in. Now, he also mentions the APY calculator for Flux available on our decentralized community page, and as I just showed you. And also, he made this cool graphic just to demonstrate how the system works and how Flux is being burned and sold and added through the pool. So check this out. Now, on-chain supply-demand automatically self-regulates the Datamine ecosystem. The price of Flux is always controlled by our unique on-chain supply-demand. A sudden spike in price would lead to more Flux being minted and sold onto the Uniswap pool. A drop in price would make buying and burning Flux a more lucrative option, as burning Flux increases rate of Flux production for Datamine lock-in holders. Currently, the demand for Flux is so low. The ecosystem self-regulates the demand by having 69% of all Flux tokens burned while keeping the Uniswap pool at 50% of the supply. A sudden spike in Datamine tokens will result in lowering of lock-in percent, where existing Flux minters will unlock and sell their DAM, taking advantage of increased DAM Datamine demand. Uniswap liquidity pools acts as M0 money supply. Flux can be used to convert any liquidity pool into an incentivized liquidity pool due to guaranteed transactional throughput. Before minting Flux, you have the option to perform a burn cycle where you can purchase Flux from the pool, mint Flux, and resell the minted Flux, which provides incentives for providing liquidity. 77.7% of all Datamine tokens are locked into the contract, as I said earlier, leaving the remaining Datamine tokens very scarce. That creates a high volatility liquidity pool. Now, we've tripled our Uniswap Flux ETH pool liquidity in 3 months. Impermanent loss will continue to drop as the pool grows in size due to linear minting of Flux tokens, meaning basically that the Flux pool will continue to increase, and the tokens being minted will not increase. They are pretty static, so it will be harder and harder to move the pool. But this is also pretty cool for Datamine holders that have locked in their Datamine, because you never hit the problem where ROI goes down. It is static basically, but of course depending on the price of Flux. But you will always be able to mint the same amount of Flux at the three times lock-in level. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Flux is fine wine and gets better with time. Now, Flux is down to 32.83% of inflation in just 7 months. Back in June 29th, we started with an astounding 883% inflation, and it took the market many months to find supply-demand equilibrium. We're heading towards zero inflation and might even see negative inflation, which the ecosystem might deem necessary in times of low on-chain demand. We got real-time metrics to prove our use case, and so all of these numbers are available for your viewing pleasure, as I said earlier, at the Datamine dashboard, where there are new metrics being added almost every week. So check it out. Of course, it's easy to connect. You just do it with MetaMask, and the new thing that was added actually this week, I think, is that Wallet Connect is now available for Datamine, meaning that you can use basically any ETH wallet, at least most, and even on cell phone, and you can just connect it to the decentralized dashboard and mint Flux, even if you don't have a computer. So that is pretty substantial actually, because of course in many parts of the world everyone has a mobile phone, but computers are not that widespread. All right, so I think this was that was basically the article. Yeah, check it out. This project just continues to impress me. There are solid developments, as I said, almost every week. The communication is very good, clean updates basically every day from the dev. It's a very nice community, and there is no, there is no immaturity. It's all very professional and nice. So head over to the Discord group and check out this project. All right, that's it for today. Now, have a nice day, guys.